We've been hearing about the pressure on the airline industry for months now, with lost baggage and cancelled flights. But today it was a series of security issues causing mayhem across the country. Just before 6 a.m. this morning, chaos at Melbourne Airport.
Thank you again for your continued patience.
I've heard someone say that they're expecting an hour and a half to get through.
A bit nervous, especially because I've got to fly to Perth and then get a connecting flight.
Federal Police evacuating the entire terminal, including staff, crew and 2 fully boarded planes.
Just on a flight, basically a minute from taking off, pilot informs us that a passenger has slipped through security.
There's hundreds of people.
Got told at security that either you jump in line or you cut the line when your flight is called.
All because of a single Qantas passenger inadvertently slipping back into a restricted area.
So what we had was a passenger who was coming from Perth on the red-eye, and they thought, OK, well, I've got to collect my bag. Actually, I don't need to collect my bag. It'll be checked all the way through to Sydney. And so he's done a quick about-face back into the secure area. The alarm's gone off. That's alerted us.
We have been required to re-screen all customers.
It is what it is. You can't help these things.
What can you do about it? You can't get angry.
Everyone just thinks it's a mess. Everyone thinks it's absolute chaos.
The mayhem in Melbourne setting off a chain reaction of delays across the country. Then just after 10 a.m, it happened again, this time in Adelaide. The entire airport evacuated after a security machine malfunctioned.
There were in the order of around 2,000 people that were caught up in this morning, but fortunately it was actually fabulous. People were incredibly understanding, incredibly kind.
So was it just a coincidence or the latest symptom of a system under extreme strain?
I feel like fabulous wasn't the F word that you were hearing at Adelaide Airport this morning.
No one else seems to be using that word.
Issues, like the whole issue of airports in general at the moment is one issue. The security issue, if they hadn't re-sent everyone through and something bad had happened, we'd be up in arms saying, why didn't they send everyone back through? How crazy, you know? So I get why they have to do it. But the issue of delays with flights, packed airports at the moment, how long do we give them before we don't accept it anymore?
Well, I hope it's a temporary thing.
Because they keep saying they're understaffed post-COVID, but how long?
I don't know that it is a temporary. I mean, I fly a lot. I'm working on the assumption that this is how it is now. I mean,
what, the new model, just to cancel flights and...
Well, I think there's whole airline markets that work like this. You know, if you travel domestically in America, this is how it is.
But we always hear that, is it Sydney to Melbourne is the most profitable route in the world. So why would they mess with that? Because they can?
Well, because a lot of us need to go between Sydney and Melbourne, I suppose. But I don't think it's going to get better soon. I don't think any of the airlines are saying it's going to go back to what it was pre-COVID.
But the flight delays, like you got bumped for a whole year.
Yeah, a whole day.
Yeah. But when you've got to get somewhere, it feels like a year,
It was for Saturday night.
Yeah.
Do you think you're flying somewhere to get there by Saturday night for a reason?
And
I got bumped to Sunday morning. Yeah, that's right.
It's all about context, though. I mean, those scenes in Melbourne Airport just prove, for me, it's a story about how one person can make a big difference. So if you look at it from a positive angle, it's actually quite an inspiring story, and I'm looking forward to seeing the movie.